excellence, the cultural capital, the 10,000 hours, the history, the long-term, the discipline. We have a three part of big contents. We have the detail. We have more explained to you. So number one, cultural capital. The invisible the head start. The 10,000 hour history. The calling the base excellence and the long term the discipline. So outliers today we want to study. Outliers mean you are more specially you have your job description or more specialty or more professional. So we need to golden rules 10,000 hours your job maybe probably the people the professional or outlier. Okay, so today usually the modern people they approach AI or social media and the merchandising and the more social the media and the group the community, so they want to more especially more the activity it's outliers and also they want to share the information and then some people the influencer they more promise they connect more out of the world and the universe. So the before is a limit the area, but now so overall the universal. So they want to more extend more the social media. They have more the closure and the merchandising or social work the information with some the social media. So today's outliners the calling based excellence. So we have to study for more the personal life, the connect, and we are community and then social media. So our the textbook introduction to society we contains the AI and the personal life and the personal information. So we have the overlapping, the integrate the personal life and the social activity and then more community. So they make more the goal, the overall, the universal, and the more the connect, the bridge over the social media. The page 86. Outliners calling base excellence cultural capital for 10,000 hour crispy, the long term, the decline, the success. So everybody wants success person. Nobody wants the failure and the fail. So success is just the product of our ability or talent. So some people have talent, a lot of talent, but they don't ever effort to some the achievement anything. So they're smart people. They don't want to more practice work. They don't want to know more the processing work. The practice more. Try to more advantage the goal. Just stay because they have peers. I'm very smart by myself. So they don't have the effort anything. But the other group, not too much the smart, but they have intelligence, and so they want to study a lot of time, during time. So we have 10,000 hours, so they give to A group, B group. The smart person, they give the one 10,000 hours, they more the over jump and the advantage goal. But some people just stay because they don't want to input anything. But the B group, they give it some chance and they want to make a routine every day, the step by step, and they want to make a goal, the achievement, and later they make it more become professional, the goal. So the gift and the talents is not just the success. So we need some make a habit and we need more make a routine. It's just an integrated interaction of timings, cultures, and nevertheless or practice methods, the grades, they have the socialists, they want the research. The outliers, the popularize the idea over 10,000 hours, the rule, the golden rule. So if you want to more become a professional and in your field, at least you have 10,000 hours. But before, we have some limit of some network, but now the ChatGPT, Gemini, or social media, a lot of the information we can approach it more easy, make the rule, and also you can using the tool the quickly and then more information. So now it's much better than before. So if you want to have plan, you try the report, the step by step, and then you appear. So you're using the 10,000 hours, maybe good for your the achievement goal. But the modern research and deeper look at the calling the base excellence. They want to suggest the recordings, the grades, the suggest the much more non-answerable features. The features, we have a goal, we have a plan. So last time we explained the plan and inside the value. So if you want to sum the goal, you have the more achievement. The people you have to make pictures. So you have a picture and then you make a frame, and also every day you see your pictures. Maybe you can become the step by step, and then some days you get some of the success or the goal of achievement. Okay. Number one, the cultural capital. The individual head start. The cultural capitals reports learn the financial, social asset, but promote the social mobility. In the context of our outliers, it's not just about what you know, but how you were raised to interact in the world. So bridge. So we have the personal life, and we have the other group, the community, and then we have bridge. They have interaction. So overlapping, they have some AI or the modern technical, and then some the mobility, and then we have the more device. So the personal life, the community, and the bridge, they have the network, the AI, and the sociality or some the mechanism. The contract, the solution, the concept and collaboration, the socialist enters and Laura, the city by the Gernot, the heads the socialists, they found the middle class parents often engage in the constant conversation. The middle class, the parents often engage in the constant consideration. The teaching children to levitate various artist figures and then navigate instruction system. So middle class, the parents, they teach the children. So they have type is already the figures and navigate instruction of the system. The practical intelligence, this is just IQ. So we have EQ, IQ, right? The EQ, emotional, the question, the IQ, intelligence. So street smart. This isn't IQ, it's a street smart. For the professional world, outliers often possess the ability to lead or loom and then persuade others. The skill often inherit from their environment. So smart person, intelligent person, IQ more high level, and the outliers, we have the more compared. The smart person, IQ intelligence more high people, that is the street smart. The professional world, but outliers often possess the ability to lead, loom, and persuade others. The skill often inherited from their environment. So we have some kind of the screen time environment, but outliers, they can see what kind of problem issue root, and then they have a solution. So they can make more easy recovery the situation and then environment. But smart person, very high class of our intelligence level, but they know that only front, but not they found the other side behind the story. So outliers, the 10,000 hours, the golden noon, they became the professional. So they know the strong point, the weak point, and then behind the front, the whole and the overall, the view is different. Okay. The practical intelligence, this isn't IQ, right? This is smart. And outliers, they see the skill they inherit from the environment. The heritage factors, the cultures, can the details work ethics, grace the promisely with the historical intensely over rice farming in the South China, the post-war culture against our posters and the belief that hard work, the correct directly is the reward. So before 1970, from 1990, we have a major palm business in China, the South China, the culture against our persons and believe that hard work, the correct directly is the reward. But now, 2020, the 21st century, right? So we have a little different. The before the frame, the basic palm business, but now we have to manufacture and then automatic the modernization the manufacture. So that was before they make more little seed. They try the home business, but now we have the out lackings. We are lacking and then business palm business. So they universal their business. The before they're selling only the small area, but now we covers all the country. The tourist palm of our cultural capitals, the socialist Peter's bodies, who coined the term, broke down into the three specific characters. For the outliers, does open against subtlety the requirement for their chosen peer. So they open it the perfectly the requirement of the choice peer. So every day you have to choose something, right? So you have the timing where you wanna decide the mirror or you wanna decide the duration. Every day we have to do life. So we have to choice. So sometimes we are my mistake. We are wrong the choice. We have a wrong the result, right? So sometimes we have the spare time and we are some the spend money and also we have the more my emotional the power. So energy. So we have the more the approach more good the choice and then good result. So outliers, they often elegant perfectly the requirement over their chosen peer. So you have to more make a decision, the smarter or a good choice. Okay. The embodied state. This is the most critical or calling-based excellence. It includes your accent, your posture, and your habits. Ingrained the habit. So your habits, the ingrained the habit. It's the ability to work in the boardrooms or laboratories and you like you are building there. So embodied style ability. You can solve, you can do anything. So you can do you have an ability, you solve a solution and you wanna try to more approach some goal. So this kind of requirement, the boardrooms or laboratory looks like you are building there. So habits and your accent, your posture, this one, the calling-based excellence include everything. Object field state. This refers to more physical good. You have access the good specialist requirement, like a high-end computer for young the Bill Gates, the world instrument. The Bill Gates, you know the Bill Gates, right? So Bill Gates have the very focus on more modern society and they want to modernize and the high technology, the AI too. So this is the PF they give the objective state that the Bill Gates like a high-end computer for young the gate. So this refers to more physical good you have access to the book special requirement. Now, especially my majors, I'm integrated medicine, modern medicine. So I have a lot of the book. So focus on this is my field. So 10,000 hours I'm over. So I'm outliers and influencer, the broadcasting and the panel. So we have to make more deeply, more research, more study. And because we have to more covering the intelligent world knowledge. So just public people, just they have it make a living. But our goal, the outlier or influencer, they must study types more deeply. So they check over and section over the book and the contents, and also the bridge, the otherwise the field, and then the others the book. So we have to more the focus the object field stage. So you want some that became the professional, you have to at least you have to 300 book your field, so you can more become outlier. Okay. In religious states, the Korean diet and degrees that provide stamp or approval from society. Yeah, this means institutional states, the credential and the degrees that provide the stamp or approval from society. So you have some the certified and your license or some kind of the book and your achievement is very important. If you want a good job, if you want to try to more get a good job, you have to more resume and then essay, and then you have to bring to your achievement goal and the certificate and everything, right? So they the owners or they the employer, they see your experience and then you can activity and then how you're try to more universal the certificate or the study. So they will check. So very important here. So they have a society, they approve. So, oh, okay, automate. Oh, you are a good professional because you have a lot of time using your field, so you are professional. So they automate. Intelligent work constraints. Intelligent work the constraint. The major components or groups analyzed. It's a difference in how children taught the personal ability. This is more open where cultural capitals, the manifest or physical trash age, psychological age, they have culture, the capitals. We have three parts, the sensible entertainment, the children's from high cultural capitals, the background, the open thoughts, they have a more likely ask the question and speak up and to customize their environment. If the doctors give or various answers, they are coached to ask for clarification. So the sensible intelligence, we have to teaching like to ask question, to speak up, and you are customize their environment. So good teachers, they want teaching the students, not the passive class. So we bridge with the connect the class question. So the question mark, how come the outliers basically so good they have the symbol question. Oh, why this one? How come more improve? So influence or outlier every time they have question mark, anything issue. So the teacher had to teaching the make a question mark and then to speak up. We have to know that we are some the announce or something you want to some opposite people teaching people announce. We need some speech skill, right? To speak up and customize their environment. So we have to treat individually the situation different. So we had to more apply the situation, the environment. So we had to more flexible, stably, but it's not stably, right? So we all the time we have to prepare. So we can use more suit the environment in an individual type. The sense over the confidence. Commercially, there's less the cultural capitals open. The views, oriented figures, and the surface to be obedient dance or negative. The figures and the surface to be obeyed, rather than levitate it. So it's not a fix. It's a level. Every time we have the regulation, right? So we have some meetings or some issue. We have a solution, the question, and we have an answer. So anytime we can try to more regulate, right? So this is the commercially the less cultural capital of the view. Oriented figures were supposed to be obedient than never. They may be just as talents. They may be just as talents, but they lack our social managing the skill to get their foot in the door. You understand what's the mean this one? You have talent, right? But you have to stay in your room. You have to more step outside the world. So it's a challenging and the potential. It's some people a lot of talents, but they're not using because they don't want to love it or they don't want to all about to tell. So the people did more practice or try to some achievement. They have their overcome its affairs and the lazy some. They have more the good potential the result, right? So very important here. They may be just talents, but they lack of social manipulating the skill to get their foot in the door. So they start the line, they try one step, they're easy. The second step easy, but before they want to move the step very hard. So we have to send their motivation. They need more motivation, or they want to more try to more advantage or potential. They need more goal. So usually the smart people, they don't want to not too much study, right? Because they have a very high level of IQ. But the outliers influence they have to more important more achievement and then make a routine. And it's more big, deeply and then more the big power, right? So IQ will influence the outliers, the compare. The example, the considered Chris Legans, often called the smartest man, the smart man in the world, with an IQ of 195. Mensa, do you know Mensa? Mensa is a house. IQ is over 200 over, right? Mensa club.
Yeah.
200? What score? The Mensa.
I don't have tested at Mensa, but I test the other website.
Okay.
I last IQ test is maybe 5 years ago. Yeah, I tested 120.
120?
Yeah.
How about you? How about you, IQ?
IQ too.
IQ score. Do you test before?
No.
The my country have test elementary school. Elementary school long time ago, maybe 45 years ago. 45 years ago, I test. I'm very low person. 100. But now I think maybe I check maybe now I maybe again and the new test. I think it's maybe 140, 130. I don't know. Then before 45 years ago, my score was 100. So I don't know. I don't like the mathematics. So I don't like the mathematics. So I think maybe a long question with long answer. So the before, a long time ago, they focused on mathematics, right? So is my score very low? So I more study. Now much better. The before I'm the very low. Yeah. So I'm not mensa club.
Hey, teacher.
Yes.
Yes. By the way, the world highest IQ man is Korean.
Yes.
Do you know? Do you know he's very famous? He's a Christian. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's my friend. My friend's sister have a mensa, over 200 over. So they came very smart, but only focus they fear, and the other side is a low, no sense. So my sister too. My sister very high class over the IQ level, but very focused. The peer very smart, but their social connect or some the communication very low. Yeah. So there's the pair, right? I'm very low person, but I have the strong point that I'm the communicate the skill. But so depend the case by case. But usually have the IQ person, they have usually they think, oh, I'm very smart person, so I don't need to study the person. In some case they more study, so they overcome the 10,000 hours the golden rule. Yeah, but some people usually they don't want to try anything. Yeah. The Chris Langdon, often called the smart man in the world, IQ over 195, that displaying his genius, he struggled to regulate the university system and ended up working the manual labor job. Yeah, so the Bill Gates, Bill Gates, right? The Bill Gates, and then Stephen, what's his name? Apple. Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. So they before some different case. They was overall more high education, but some people they not use the university system. So they stop. They want to give up the university and then they want to try make it more developing the system of the field. So some people high level of the education, but some case they the high school or grade and then they want to try to enter the university, but they give up the middle of the university life and then they more focus on the system. So they have a dispute of genius. He's screening the navigate university system and after working manual labor job, he left the cultural capital that liberate either professional professor or financial aid offers. The skill that is a laser genius, middle class, offering might have used the subject. So me too. Sometimes I have some this is a class of online or some kind of the education or the university, but I'm not used to the university system. So I want to try. It's my routine, my habit. I want to more research and add achievement is my project because then the education of the university they the limit. So I want to try more overall the research. I need more information and I need more knowledge. So I more buy the book and I want to research more variety of the version and the new view. So sometimes the so-called university system they have allowed us a limit, right? But as we have to more try to more study our field and then our my field. So the influencer they had to more the front, the back, the up, the down, so we had to check. It's got one tema, but some of the books that they different the opinion. So we had to more the compare original theory and the evidence but sometimes we have the view, so we have to know that, the both sides. The hidden curriculum of success. Yeah, I have the example. The hidden curriculum of success. What's the name? It's a hidden curriculum of success. The university they have a lot of class curriculum, right? They're teaching everything, yes, no. The university system, the education, the curriculum, they give the everything your field, or you have to more extra, you have to spend time, the study, or you have to make hiring the curriculum of your field. So influence the outliers, we have to make hidden curriculum or success. Because the school have maybe 10 people here, the 10 people same information by my speech and my material, right? But you have to more know that you have to more study, right? So we need hidden curriculum. And also you have a special job, right? So you have to more, just 10 people you have a staff. So maybe same textbook, the same research, the materials, only 10 people, they know that. They get the information, right? The same level. But if you want to find the other material and then more research, and then you need more class, so you can make a more good material. You have the hidden your technical or your knowledge, right? So you need to make a hidden curriculum, okay? So we have to make a more golden rule, and then you can make a more the success of the results. The cultural capitals provides the educators called a hidden curriculum, the unwriting rule of our game. So game, we have open A group, B group, but it's the unwriting rule of a game. So hidden card, right? Yeah, we have a hidden card. Networking and the language. Long that's cold emails, there should be the structure or certain way, or that's where casual coffee is actually its interview. Risk mitigants, the cultural capitals often provides the safety net. If you know how the system works, you wouldn't afraid to fail because you know that how to navigate in the reset button. So sometimes I will mistake. It's I'm not professional using my computer. So sometimes I make essays 10 pages, but it save little mistake the button go out. So many times I spend time, right? So you have to save it. So I have to more study, but so I know that's a D button and then reset. So now I'm more safety, more safe. So because before I don't know, just the simple the functional using the button. But now I'm a study, so I more good collections my information, knowledge, and then I can more organizer. This is my field. So this button. So you don't afraid to fail because you know how to navigate the risk button, the mitigation. It is vocabulary, not just the word you use, but the topics you are the comfortable discussing. The being able to discuss art, teach trend, or global economies allows more outliers to bond in the mentors who can grant them the 10,000 hours or opportunity, the golden rule. So it is the vocabulary, not just the word you use, but the topics you are comfortable discussing. The being able to discuss art, teach trend, or global economics allows outliers to bond with mentors who can grant them the 10,000 hour opportunity. It's golden rule. So summary. wings and their back. Cultural capitals doesn't do the work for you. The cultural capital they not work for you. Mean you have to work by yourself. But it acts like a tailwind, because head, we have a tail, we have a head animal world, we have a head in the tail. So they don't give the feelers or anything, they don't go for anything. The tail just follow the direction, no navigation. The navigation means you make a button, I want to go somewhere, so they give the guide, right? So cultural capital, they don't work for you, but it's like a tailwind. Whilst one person is screening the figures out how to enter the building. While one person is screening to figure out how to enter the building. The person either cultural capital is already on the 3rd floor, the starting there 10,000 hours over practice. So, okay, today we have class. So if you want a class here, you have to know the intensity. How come the step by step, the scale, right? So we don't know, maybe you can come in the class. So class, we start 10,000 hour rule, we enter the rule. So it's a basic. If you have some project, if you want some goal, you have to know that how can I enter the goal, enter this room, this desktop. We not give the 10,000 hours, they suddenly from the heaven, right? You have to 1 second, the 10 minutes, 1 hour, and the 10 hours, 1 day, 1 month. So just enter the lines and the door, open door, we study 10,000 hour golden rule, the practice. So 10,000 hours cricket. The 10,000 hour rules, the golden rules, the outliers goals, the ideas that this specific amount of practice, you need to master hand. Master hand means we have any kind of issue, you can have ability for solution, right? So I'm published, I don't know the architecture or the building, but you know that, right? So you know some kind of some building structure, this is wrong. Maybe I want to build this building, I cannot this way, I want it the other way. You know, right? But we don't know, right? So the master means a 10,000 hour rule, so they know everything, what's going on, what's problem here. Yeah, so we know that rather than some other people, public people. It catches simplification over endurance, medicine, the research or deliberate the practice. Deliberate practice. The flow in the rules, the quality or quality. Quality, what's the difference? The simply doing some things for 10,000 hours doesn't make you and its fact. You need deliberate practice, constantly pressing just behind your current ability. The listening, emulate the feedbacks, and the correcting errors. The qualities, the simple doing something for the 10,000 hours doesn't make you and its fact. You need to deliberate practice, constantly touching just beyond your current ability, and receiving immediate feedback and correcting errors. The genetic selling, critics argue that while the practice is additionally innate talents, genetic, that determines the return on the investment of the practice. So genetic selling, critics argue that why practice this early? Why leaders I'm practice, I'm smart. So I don't need some to practice anything. Related talents, genetic people, that determines the return on investment. I try to give it a 10. So I want to back, so feedback, I want to get money back, the 10. Because investment, the return on investment of the practice. It feels like a sprinting or chess. It feels like a sprinting or chess. 10,000 hours to make your grade, but it might not make your grandmaster. But you can make a grade, but it might not make your grandmaster. The master and the top grandmaster, right? If the baseline cognitive or physical twist is there, why not called the grandmaster? It might not make you your grandmaster if the baseline cognitive or physical trait wasn't there. So we need a cognitive and then physical trait, and also you have the motivation, and you have achievement, and you have ambition. So we all leaders are natural. Yeah. So maybe something kind of the issue they're not there. It's not grandmaster. So we have to make a time clock. And also routines, the physically is very healthy, emotional healthy, the immune system, and the also we have to make a more routine, make a good routine overall, the optimal health, the system. So the became the grandmaster. The domain validation, 10,000 hours might be underestimate for violin, but overestimate for less competitive peer. So domain vibration, 10,000 hours might be underestimate for violinists, but overestimate for less competitive peer. So what's mean this kind? You understand? You will explain. What is the competitive peer? So we have playing the violin. I using the playing the violin, but the routine is my habit, my home. But sometimes we had the championship or we had some the competition, right? So just the routines are my habit and using the violin, but sometimes we have to open the field, the competition field, the concert, concord. So maybe they more practice more, right? Practice and then they will try to more approach the manner, the uniform, and everything's more simply, and then they have to choose the good music, and then they have to more spend the time. So different. So domain the violation, the 10,000 hours might be the underestimate for violinists, but overestimate for less the competitive peer. Why the 10,000 hour rules make for great headline? Why the people mention about the 10,000 hour, the golden noon? Why? They have explained it has been heavily squeezed by the scientific community, including by Anders Ericsson, the very psychologist who researched very well used to build the theory. So why the outliers and influencer were they little 10,000 hours retirement time? Why? So they explain the theory. The question is that the practice doesn't matter. The question isn't that practice doesn't matter. It's that Guru's version ignores the type of practice, the starting point of our individual and the more natural of the field itself. So individually case by case. It's not same. So you have now we have other the student here, but individually the type different, right? Character and then natural and then pretty different, right? For example, what kind of your major in the school?
What was my major?
Yeah, arithmetic.
Yeah, business administration.
Okay, how about you?
Environmental design, architecture design.
Okay, design, right? I'm the interview based on. How about you? What kind of your major in the school?
就是你以前在学校学的专业是？
Account.
Account.
Yeah.
Okay, how about you? What kind of major?
随便说一个。
Okay, so we are different period. So how many hours using your time to study?
What?
You over 10,000 hours over?
I don't know. Like I went to school for like.
Okay, just the university system, right? The school education, the system. So do you have more extra spare time using you buy book, your period? How many have you have book, your period?
I mean, I don't know a lot.
Maybe 10 or
Yeah,
100?
not too much. Then some books.
Maybe some 10 or
Yeah.
20 or less than 100?
Yeah, that's not.
How about you? Accounting. How many you have a book? It's an accounting book.
So many.
So many?
Yeah.
Over 100? 200?
Maybe. 50.
50?
Yeah.
Okay, 50. Okay, how about architecture? How many books you have in your period?
For my architecture design,
Yes.
I have less than 5 books.
Okay, 5 books. How about you? 2? Okay. You ask me how many books in my period?
How many books did you read?
3,000.
Oh.
3,000?
Yeah, 3,000. Oriental medicine, nutrition, psychology, the personal coaching. I have 3,000 books. Yeah.
So
So
you
before-
have the private library, right?
Yeah, yeah. Before, usually every years, 1 years, I read the 300 book every years. But now I'm lazy, so maybe I cut because 150 some. Why? Because I have to make the essay. I read the book, publish, so not too much time. So already the status I'm more or less.
Teacher, how do you store your books? So many.
So many garage and the book. And all the time I bring my car, maybe 30 kind of book. So anywhere I want to pick us, I'm gonna usually sometimes the one books I use less the lip is maybe 10 times. So I want to make something. And I'm Korean, right? So I'm using Korean book, but sometimes I buy the original the English book because I want to more try to more English level because I'm the Korean, it's not American, so I need more practice. So all the time I'm gonna try their kind of story and essay the book. Okay, today's page 89. The deliberate practice. This current PC, the biggest classificator in the distinction between repetition and then deliberate practice. If you spend 10,000 hours hitting a golf ball without coach or special goal, you want to become the Tiger Woods, you will just become the person with a very constant miracle the swing. Okay. I ask you, you like the golf?
I'm pro basketball player.
Basketball. How about you? Some people using the golf. You like the golf? Play golf? No. I'm started maybe couple of years. So sometimes good point. So I have talent. But sometimes the direction different way. Oh, I'm paid because my friend, the company is my friend, very good, the single. So he spent time, all the time, every day, they try the goal, practice. But I'm the maybe 6 months one time, 2 months, how come good point, right? So this is, you see, you give a for example, Tiger Woods, right? Tiger Woods maybe it's my I think Tiger Woods every day maybe 1,000 times the swing practice maybe, right? Over 4 hours or some 6 hours, right? But I'm the only spend time 6 months only 1 hour the period, no practice. So compare. So here, the biggest prescriptive the distinction between the repetition and then deliberate the practice. If you spend 10,000 hours hitting a golf ball without a coach or specific goal, you won't become Tiger Woods. You will just become person with a very constant mid-course swing. Okay, maybe for example, we have an amateur, we have pro, right? We have an amateur pro. The amateur just swing the time. So we swing practice every day to 2 hours, 3 hours. But Tiger Woods, the pro, right? The pro they need more coaching, right? And then they more detailed shot and the detailed descent or how long the ride. So we have to everything. We have to more training, right? Because I want to make a pro. But only you guys every day 10 hours every day you swing. You do not become the pro, amateur. Just your hobby. It's addition. But the pro, we're not professional person. We're not called addition. You know addition, right? You know addition, right? So amateur just golf every day, 10 hours. This is addition. Why? We give it, for example, they don't know achievement, just a routine. The pro, 10 hours every day, maybe 10 hours, practice, you're not called the Edison person. Because professional, they need more golden rules, 10,000 hours, right? You understand? So we're not called the Tiger Woods, oh, he's too much golf every day. Oh, maybe he is some mental disorder. No Edison. You're not called, right? The professional, they had more, the kind of more golden rules, the 10,000 hour goal. And then you do the coaching and the more technical, the skill and manner, everything, right? We see sometimes the golf show, golf TV, some people have manner, good manner, right? The golf is a manner game. So some people, they maybe mistake, the golf stick, the ground and the mouse, the word, something wrong, right? So we have to keep the manner and then skill and then we have to know the direction, everything, right? The amateur, just a routine in the hobby. The feedback loop, the deliberate practice requires on the immediate feedback, the system, you must identify a specific weakness, attend to fix the fail and then adjust. So you must identify a specific weakness, attend to fix it, the fail and then adjust. The orthopedic trap, the most people hit the figures because they reach a level or acceptable the performance and stop thinking about the merchandise. Choose outliers to stay unstable cognitive state for the interest drains over their practice. So amateur and the professional the different the view. Now most people hit the pleasures because they reach a level over acceptable performance. Okay, maybe I'm situation today very good score, but outliers, the professionals, maybe 90, 91, 99. So maybe the community person 100 point, I 98. You have to study only 2 point to practice. But amateur people, public people, most people, maybe 70. Okay, good today. But maybe tomorrow maybe 69. Oh, no good. But first one 5 is okay. But professional, we practice 1 point, right? So you are titles. I'm amateur. So, but I'm the professional. Today so maybe I playing the 75 is okay. But you have maybe your point 99 and the other person 100. But you have to practice for 1 point, right? The practice, the different, the view. The other sports trap, the difference are that two outliers stay in the state over cognitive strain for the entire duration of their practice. The influence over genetics, early starters, the early starter, early bird. Okay. It's my routines. I start my today 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. start. My routines, I wake up 5 or 6 start. What time you start your daily life?
Like 7.
7? How about what time you start?
7.
7? About 7? So what time you bed?
11.
11?
Yeah.
So 11, 9 hours sleep, right?
No. 11.
11 hours?
11. Go back.
Oh,
Go-
11
go
hours,
back.
maybe
Yeah.
your prince. Prince, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how many hours sleep?
Like
8 hours?
Mm.
How about you? 7 to 9, everybody? Okay. It's not early bird, right? I'm early bird. Before I'm overnight, but now it's early bird. My routines, I start at 6 a.m. The before 4 a.m., but now I'm lazy more, 2 hours. So I'm usually 6 hours sleep. So the influence over genetic early starters, the early bird, so they early start means the morning time focus. If I want something to do, but morning time, early morning, we start. There's some people night time, right? We over the midnight, but it's we have to be careful. We have the melatonin, serotonin, the hormone imbalance. We have a sickness. So the before my routines, I change it for the early bird, early start. In 2014, meta-analysis by psychologist Brock McNamara, the researchers found that the psychologist McNamara, they have found some evidence. The practice only accounted for about 26% of the variance in the performance of a game, 21% for music, and studying 1% for professional. The practice only accounts for about 26% over variance of the performance per game, 21% for music, and studying 1% for profession. The genetics setting, no matter how many hours you practice, it really matters how many times you spend time, your goal or your study. The physical constraint, height in the basketball, the lung cavity, the swimming, work cognitive baseline, working memories, the processing speed, and it's more multipliers for your hours. Multiplier. What's the multiplier? What is the multiplier? The genetic settings, no matter how many hours you practice, the physical constraint, height is the basketball, the lung cavity in the swimming, or cognitive baseline, and the working memories, the process speed, and it's a multipliers for your wow. The talents and accelerators, the someone is high innate talents might achieve in the 2,000 hours, take another person 10,000 hours. The 2,000 hours and take another person 10,000 hours, but you see it compared. In highly competitive pairs, everyone is to practice 10,000 hours plus hours. 10,000 hours plus hours. Therefore, the winners is usually decided by the first they were born in. So winners is usually decided by the first they were born in. So usually it's public. Most people take 2,000 hours from the spending time and the goal or achievement. But winners and the grandmaster, they want to try to more over the 10,000 hours plus alpha, right? So the winners usually decided by the twist they were born in. The predictability over periods, the weakest or kind environment. The David Epstein, in his book Languages, offer one of the strongest skills for 10,000 hours rule by characterizing the learning environment. The kind environments does have clear rules and emulate accredited feedbacks. Example, chess or golf, the class music. Here's 10,000 hours of a specialist practice works, the wonders. Kind of environments that have a clear rule and emulate accredited feedbacks. For example, chess or golf or class music. Here's 10,000 hours, the specialist practice work wonders. Weak environment, the different. The kind environments, the weak environment, the different. The compare. Does it have a changing rules, no clear patterns, and delayed or inaccurate feedback? The example, business, ballistic, emergency medicine. In those periods, ranges having a variety of experience is more valuable than hyper specialist repetition. So how about you? We have two environment, kind environment and a weak environment. What kind of environment? Number one or number two? You have kind environment or the weak environment? Your choice. One or two?
One.
How about you? Two? How about you? Okay, sure. One or two? One? One or two? I'm the two person, two. Yeah, so this meant very simple. The kind of environment, maybe you try some the routine habit, maybe more improve, right? Maybe today I'm doing more. I'm maybe at least coaching, and then you practice more, so maybe improve score. Very good feedback quickly. But second, the weak environment, for example, in my case, I know that I study and I every day I reading the book 3 or 10, but we don't know what kind of my level of localization, right? Intelligence or some kind of localization, I don't know. I can scale, I can visualize my knowledge, right? But I know that this kind of book is good for me, and then this kind of good for me. I have the calculation, and then I have some the data, but you don't know, right? You got the visual, so you can scale my knowledge, right? So second, the kind of usually class, chess, cooking, whatever, cooking or badminton or something kind swimming, the kind you can get the feedback quickly. Maybe you practice is more good. But this one, the wicked environment is not the we can scale or you can measure the right away. The wicked environments that have changing rules, low clearance patterns, and delayed or inaccurate feedbacks. For example, business, the first is emergency medicine. In that case, range having a variety of experience, the more valuable than the hyper specialist repetition. The age of start variables. The 10,000 hours to lose assumed all hours credit equal. However, neuroplasticity suggests that with 1,000 hours the spent living learning a language at age 5 is scientifically more valuable than 10,000 hours spent at age 25. You agree? How about you? We're not born in United States. I'm from Asia, I'm Korea. So it's my main language is Korean language, right? The second language is English. You are maybe same, right? So you have a kid, right? How many kids? Two? Two? Boy, girl? Okay. How old are they? 9? So they speak English good. No?
Yeah.
Better than you. Your kids good speaking English better than you, right? Okay. For example, you from the China, right? Yeah, you're from China. So when you come in here? How long been here? 10 years? 2 years. Okay. So you study English. You have the community school or some language school you study. How about you? You have one kid, right?
Yeah.
So how old are you?
13.
13. He's speaking English good?
Yeah.
Better than you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how long been here? You
Maybe over a year.
years, okay. So your kids born here from the China. Your
Yeah.
kid, but they learn the English, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so very good, right?
Yeah.
So the lines they studying English, the child very early, right? But we coming here. I'm coming in 28. It's almost 26 years. I come in 2000. So very hard. I'm studying a lot of the English, but still it's hard. But kids, 100%, my kids speak English. Yeah, same thing here. Yeah, so languages, Bible, they're studying English, learning the school, elementary school, kindergarten. But I don't have a chance of the kindergarten. Yeah, but my kids have the experience of kindergarten. They're teaching English, like the 5 age. So they more easy learning from the school system. But we have the school, graded school, the China or the Korea, right? But we have the learning English education. But we have the 25 over 35 or 40. We study English is not easy. Yeah, it's my episode. It's my clinic. My clinic located in Bay City, Long Beach or Huntington Park. So they have the Latino community here. All my patient, the Spanish language. So I don't know the Spanish language. I have my language English and Korean. So now I study every day, step by step, the Spanish because I want to care my patient. So I have to know the language and the cultures. We are more friendly, the good communication. So now 54. So I'm coming here, I'm born in Korea, 28 years using the main language is Korean. But 28 to 54, I using the English, the half and Korean. But now, 54, I have to study the Spanish. So, but very hard. It's not easy. Maybe I'm trying to start writing and then pronouncing and then the meaning, but maybe a couple of days I skip the study, I forgot everything. So here, the 10,000 hours rule assumes all hours the credit equal. However, legal felicity suggests that 1,000 hours spent learning language at age 5 is sensitivity more the valuable than 1,000 hours spent at age 25 different. Now 1,000 hours in my 54 age the different is not valuable. So we have to study. We have a chance. The kid have to try to more the other language, the other time. But latest is hard. Okay, so this meaning. The meditation factors. The deep practice builds meanings. A fatty tissue that works around the left tables, making the signal travel faster. This provides much more implemented during specific developmental window in the childhood and then other science. We have here finger. The finger is very important here. Okay, for example, you can use a chopstick, right? Chinese. We have to using the pen, right? The writing and the chopstick. We using this one. These fingers, two fingers, connect brain. Hammer. So usually most people now we're not using the writing. Everything they're using this one, right? This one, the typing or cell phone, this one, and then movie, the YouTube, everything here. We're not using this one, right? So this one here, the brain tissue connect. So if you want a good health brain, every day you have to write down newspaper or Bible. You have to study using this one. Maybe your hammer, the brain make more the volume. But we see the TV, YouTube all day. Maybe your hammer doesn't work. They sleep. Okay. So using this one every day. This one you can trust it. You can do writing. Your brain hammer, they more volume. Okay. Just YouTube or TV all day. Maybe your brain. This one. Okay. So we have to start using. Okay.
It's removed.
Yeah, removing this one, right? Only thumb using, no good.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this one. Okay, this one. Yeah, so every time you have to check our finger. So sometimes addition, maybe you can. It's not easy on part. So every day you try this one. So maybe we have to avoid the dementia or Parkinson. Okay, using this one. The summary over the question. The graduate rules were the scientific reality. The summary were question. 10,000 hour is the magic number, golden rule. If you want to master or you want the grandmaster level, 10,000 hour plus alpha. More extra time. The scientific realities, the number varies from 7 to 16,000 plus. The number varies it is from 700 to 16,000 the plus. The practice is the primary driver. But practice necessarily, but often secondary to talent or environment. The quality matters. The qualities deliberate practice is the accurate differentiator. The quality matters and quality is different. Deliberate practice is the actual differentiator. The start early, the special path, the language 5 or 8 or 10,000 hours, and then 10,000 hours, the 25 ages. So start early, the special path. Early generation sampling often leads better long-term result. So early generation samplings often leads to better long-term results. And also, I want to more add the child trauma. The child trauma is more continuous present. So childhood is very important here. The good positive things, they have a long-term keep good memory. But bad trauma, the post-trauma, they continue. Some matters, and then more second trauma. So start early, especially past. We have the more study and the more language or skill. Start early. But now you're not late. Now you are young. You are younger than me, right? How old are you?
35.
35? Oh my gosh, I think so you're 20. Okay, how about you? Same?
Yeah.
Everybody same?
Yeah.
35? How about you?
27.
Are you 27? Wow. For you, you have a lot of time. Okay, how about you?
44.
24?
44.
44?
44.
44? Oh, I think we're 30. Okay. Yeah, still, you have time better than me. I'm 54. I'm 6 hours every day, and I'm studying 4 hours every day. I have the part rate 4 hours. So at least maybe every day is 10 hours. Work together, and then I spend time and study in my field. So you're not late. So you can study now early, but you can because you want the American dream, whatever. I want to back to China, the Korea, whatever. It's okay. But you stay here and you want study or you want to more make a chance over some success in the United States, you have to learn the culture and then you have to try to make a system, you have to study more. Because communicate with other people, you have a more good chance. Okay? The takeaways. But 10,000 hours rules is useful metaphors for the listening to hard work. But as a scientific law, it's a middle-word remuneration math, romantic math. It ignores the reality that some people are simply more effective learners or playing in a wicked system where repetition doesn't guarantee success. Yeah, so this means weak system where repetition doesn't guarantee. So I work every day and the most study hard, but it's not guaranteed the success. So we have we have two kind of system, right? So it's ignore the reality that some people are simply more effective learners or playing in the wicked system where repetition doesn't guarantee success. The calling-based excellence to long-term discipline. The true outliers doesn't just decline. They are often the pillars by the callings, the internal drive where the world is won the rewards, This is some ways calling days the excellence mid long-term discipline. The marginalized over discipline, the delays gratification, the ability to more endure the boring part of our practice for future payoff. The delay gratification, the ability to endure the boring part or practice for future payoff. Okay. You are working hard, right? You are working hard because you want the achievement of success something. So you report to pay off. So you maybe okay, I want to invest my study, and then later in the future after achievement, I can take up. I can pay back. I can pay off. Sometimes you have a peer, or sometimes invest the study, but I don't know future. It's a guarantee or not, right? Yeah, but the achievement is some kind of project is achievement is okay, different story. But usually we try to something, but you have to pay off. Everybody wants to pay off the guarantee, but delayed gratification, the ability to endure the boring part of practice for future the payoff. So it's not easy, it's not fun, but you have to do. Why? Because you want to study for the payoff? No. You want to get more knowledge in my peer, the master level, but sometimes they have a guaranteed success or payoff, but sometimes the different story, right? The accumulation of our advantage. The accumulation of our advantages. This is the Matthew effect. The rich get richer. Describing the leaders' early success, which leaded to better coaching and more resource, which future fueled discipline. So the accumulation of our advantages. This is some Matthew effect. The rich get more richer. Yeah, rich people they more become richer. Discipline leaded to early success, which leaded to better coaching and more resource, which future fueled discipline. I saw the YouTube last night by the son of them. The rich people, the poor people, the hobby, and then the mission, they compare. The very short review, maybe 5 minutes, the recording. So I wanted listening. The why that they compare, the mention of the rich people and the poor people, the habit. Most people, rich people, they make a routine. They make a routine, and then they make their positive things, and then they have good relationship, and then they want the mind control, and then they want to keep the physical activity, the healthy life. The poor people, negative. They don't have achievement, no goal. And bad fast food, the junk food, they have the fast food, no ceremony, and then they don't have the routine. So different compared the rich people and the poor people. So you have to compare, you have to make, if you want to richer or you want to good people, you have to find the rich people habit is more good for you. The floor space, the leaders' callings, richer stay over floor more easily. When work feel like a place, discipline stop feeling like a chore becomes a sustainable lifestyle. So floor space does lead calling richer stay over floor more easily. When work feel like a place, discipline stop the feelings like what chores and becomes the sustainable lifestyle. So optimal health and overall health, you have to try to more the calling to step up floor more easily. So don't put in your first your energy level your one day. So you have a long term. Because you have to try to more daily routine. Start small piece of some plan you have to achieve. They keep going. So we have the 10,000 hours and the golden rule, and also you have the guaranteed success, but you have the you can become optimal your health life. Okay. The comparing the pillars of success. Elements were focused the key takeaway. Elemental cultural capitals, the factors focus environment. The key takeaways. The success is often community project. So personal life, you have personal goal and the community goal. The different. The environment very important because you can't live by myself in the world. So it's my personal goal is very small, but individually they member and also they make a they have a union. The community have a goal, the big project. So work together. So in my goal and then your goal different because you have a lot of the member, the students. So you make a union and then you make a more good project. It's more powerful than it's my single the plan, right? 10,000 hours report. The mastery requires massive the focus time investment. 10,000 hours report mastery requires the massive the focus time the investment. Displaying the callings, psychologists, patient, sustain the effort when the illness wears off. This kind calling the psychology, the patient and sustain the effort when the newness they wear off. So everybody want a good life. It's a more improved life than yesterday. But we have a new life. You never change. You're not coming the new life. The same. Every day same, right? So how about you? Your life the same or every day your new life? Same or new life? Hello. Wake up. You same every day, the same routine, or you have some new things every day? Some? Yeah, some. So the passion and then motivation and ambition, we have three parts. We have the sustain, we have the better for some the advantage, and then we have the more jumping of your life, right? So you're not changing, we're not coming. So the chance, opportunity coming, maybe you're not ready, you can get anything. So you're same routine. So you have to prepare. So we have to try to practice something, your skill, you have to study, or you have to change your emotion, and then you have to try to more personality life, your advantage, and you have to keep more physical activity. So we have to more the step. The situations, the outliers, the someone who was given a cultural head start, capitals, the work harder than everyone else, the practice, and possess more internal bias that made the work feel like work density, the calling, and possess internal bias that made the work feel like work density, calling. The source, identities, authorities drive, identities, elements describe the shift from I have to do this, I have to do this, this is who I am, this is who I am. When the work matches your self-image, there is zero friction in the study. So describe the shift from I have to do this, this is who I am. And the work match your self-image, and your field, and then match your self-image, there's a zero friction in the study. Okay? The auditory experience, the reward, activity itself, author's self, parent's goal, you aren't getting for your trophy, the high comes from practice, making the displaying the self-sustaining. The orthodox experience, the reward is the activity itself, or towards the self-worth first goal. You aren't grading for trophies. The high comes from the practice, making or displaying the self-sustaining. Internal, external locus. Excellence is defined by internal schooling, rather than external pressure, the parents, money, the pain, which prevents burnout when external rewards are delayed. Yeah, so we have burnouts because prevent burnout when external rewards are delayed. We have also this means I want to try to some the project, but the good guarantees success, good point. But sometimes instead of some pair, we are give up, or sometimes we are depression. So delayed, right? So excellence is driving by internal calling rather than external pressure. The parents' money is pain, which prevent burnout and external reward the delay. The first, the state dopamine. We already learned the dopamine, the chemical hormone, dopamine. The success spirals, the small callings aligns with trigger dopamines. This refers describe the loop, making the last hour of a report feel easier than the last. So we have dopamine. So if you want new things, so everybody wants new things and then more reduce the dopamine. So making the last hour report feel easier than the last. The constant flow of callings help you reach the stable flow where time disappears and report feels importance. This allows for deep work that others find draining. The constant flows. This allows for deep work that others find draining. The audience opportunity cost. The opportunity cost means we have to spend the time, we have to spend more of my heart, it's my ambition, it's my the passion. So lowest opportunity cost to an outliers, you are sacrificing leaders to someone with calling. There is no sacrifice because there is no house, is there, let it be. Now here's is there, let it be. The low opportunity cost. The merchandise, the system and purchase, the volume threshold. Every part essence have volume meters. Our calling provides the emotional resilience to ensure the modern's bridge, the prejudice over latent potential that stops everyone ears. The system overboard, the calling base display focus on the daily rituals, the system, the relatives distant the finish line, the goal. This creates permanent work at least than a temporary spirit. The system overboard, the discrete, the permanent work at least rather than the temporary spirit. Low friction environment, the people with calling naturally achievements over their livers to support their faith. They don't rely on willpower, they build habit that make displaying the part of our list of resilience. They don't rely on willpower, they build habit that make displaying the part of our list of resilience. So now treating environment, we have to keep the positive things. Yeah, positive mind, very important. We have an imaging therapy. The imaging therapy, so God, the focus positive. Maybe I want this one. Maybe we have good result, and start we have a good result. But we start we have wondering, maybe I'm start, maybe I'm failed, maybe later we practice 1,000 hours, whatever 2,000 hours. We have imaging. Oh, I working hard, but I think maybe fail is not to win, but they have a more the wrong the result. So we are the imaging therapy and then focus and positive things very important here. The low precision environment. The outcomes long-term consistency. The merit effects, material effect, void thought. Because the discipline is calling based, it lasts for decades. This leads to an accumulation of advantages where your skills compound exponentially over time. The material effect of effort. Because the discipline is calling based, it lasts for decades. This leads to an accumulation of advantages where your skill compound exponentially over time. Resilience to failures. When excellence is calling, the setback is just data to improve the system, not or listen to quiet. Resilience to failures. When excellence is calling, the setback is just the data to improve the system, not or listen or quit. The calling-based excellence, the engine of our discipline. Identity elements, when work is calling, it becomes part of who you are, making it easy to sustain than if it were just a job. The identity elements, when work is calling, it becomes part of who you are, making it easier to sustain than if they are just a job. Authority experience. The activities provide its own internal neural flow, which prevents well-powered batteries from draining. The success spreader. Early wins, often produced by cultural capitals, release dopamines, which make the last 100 hours or practice feel easier. The boredom tells a whole. Elite discipline is the mathematical ability to endure modern's reflective drills that other quit brings the pressure over latent potential. The system-based goal, outliers focus on the daily process, the system, rather than the finish line, the goal, allowing for infinite long-term consistency. So today, we learned outliners calling based excellence. We mentioned the cultural capitals, the 10,000 hours, the critique, the long-term discipline, the cultural capitals, the individual health stock, the 10,000 hour critique, and calling based excellence or long-term discipline. So if you have time, with more repeat your reading to the textbook, the golden time, if you want some improve your lifespan. So you have some the post-trauma or post-experience, the child. And some people have a more dream, everybody have a dream in the childhood. Some people, I want a doctor, I want a lawyer. The realist, they become the lawyer or doctor, some. But so many kids have dream changing, right? I want my kids have 10 times changing. I want a teacher, I want a fireman, I want a police, I want something violin. They want changing, and then they rely on the supplements or environment. They changing. Oh, later I want a police, I want a more lawyer, I want a doctor, something. They maybe spend time and they try to more, but they not try, right? Or in the imaging, I want to something because my parents, professional or doctors, maybe kids, 90% they want to same 9. But some people different the job. So if you wanna improve your job, and then also if you wanna master in your field, you have to make a routines, the hobby, and then you have to keep physical health, activity, your community, the community, and relationship, and also you have to use mind control, and then you have the emotional EQ. You have to more practice the increase of emotional the heart, because public people and master, the golden master, great master, they have more story of box, right? So if you wanna try to more your good life, you make the story side, you make more big side, okay? So you have to put in your energy, your passion, ambition, intelligence, or the passion, everything inside here. So I want you guys even better than yesterday and the future. So I think you are the first of all, you keep the good health. The good health means good spirit, good emotional, and good physical body, the external, and the physical activity, and then you have to make a good relationship in the community. You can't live with you by yourself. Anybody need somebody hurt. So you're not ready, somebody give the chance, you say you're 9, you're right? So you have to, if you want to get the chance, before you have to prepare. So try to more living good. You feel at least about 10 times, at least 10 kind of book that you appear is better than the authorized or other people, right? So at least you are professional, you have to more by book, and then you are research, and also you have to more try to some knowledge or field, okay? So today we focus 10,000 hours, the golden rule, and then also we have cultural capitals and the long-term discipline. So this will apply to your personal life, okay? Last week we have our tennis finals. Integrate AI as leadership models, the final presentation, the personal design, the framework. So week 1 to 9, we studied AI, the base. Also we applied in my personal life. So last week we focused integrate, because individually A part, B part, C part, but they overlapping, they together work. So integrate AG leadership models, the final presentation, the personal design, the framework. If you have time, please more readings, maybe 5 pages. Okay, it's more.